Duchess, you have surpassed yourself. Well, this is not just Gatherum Castle, this is paradise.
Then I'm glad we've secured you as one of the angels. They are not all so welcome. You see that purple gentleman over there talking to my husband, Sir Orlando Drought, the Tory?
Oh, leader for the government in the House of Commons.
He is very important to my husband, but quite insatiable of flattery. Mr. Lopez, would you like to come with me and help rescue your Prime Minister?
I should be honoured, Your Grace.
I know you have political ambitions, so you may find it a very useful experience. Well, I hope you're having a pleasant evening, Sir Orlando.
Oh, very pleasant, Duchess. Though I have just found your husband a little, well, a little...
diffident, Sir Orlando. That is because of his regard and respect for you, sir. Plantagenet is always diffident with those he respects.
I'm happy to hear that. For a time I thought he was just being cool.
Oh, no, shy. Plantagenet is very shy with you, Sir Orlando, because of your experience and attainments. They make him feel like a pupil with his master. How often has he said to me that his present position would be impossible, but for the talents and knowledge of yourself, and one or two like you.
And there are to be fireworks later.
All things bright and beautiful, and the Duchess made them all. What a great woman Glencora is.
Yes, a great woman indeed. But do you know her secret, Mr. Earl?
Money,
That is no secret.
beauty,
Nor that?
charm, then.
Ah, but what is the secret behind the charm?
Oh, is it wise to inquire?
Perhaps not, but I shall tell you just the same. Her Grace has no scruples.
Oh, come.
Well, look at her now, talking to Sir Orlando Drought, a man who she both hates and despises. She's talking to him now as if she were pouring out her whole confidence, and he is believing every word. Sir Orlando is in a seventh heaven, and she is measuring his credulity inch by inch.
Well, if Lady Glen can keep Sir Orlando sweet, she's doing the government a great service.
It's a pity that Plantipal don't appreciate it more. No, I don't think that he cares much for all this display, even if it does keep people sweet. Look at him lurking in that corner. Nobody'd ever think that he was master of everything here. He's positively cringing behind that potted palm.
He tries to like what she likes.
He still don't care for all this.
Thank you, Madame Lambrosa. Absolutely lovely. This kind of thing is just what we need to soften them all up.
Yeah. Well, I think a certain amount of formal entertainment is required, of course, but well, you can't think that government depends on this.
Governments are made out of men, and men are made out of vanity. Thank you. The pleasure that they are having here at this rout at Gatherum Castle will remain in their memories longer than the most edifying oration in the Lords or Commons.
But this provision of bread and circuses, it offends my privacy.
Oh, the Prime Minister cannot be altogether private, Palliser.
Oh, but he need not therefore become a spectacle in his own house.
Quickly, we should be the first and have the best view. At least I do hope so.
Duke, if you be so kind, have this letter from a journalist, Quintus Slide of the People's Banner. Now, he asks... No, he demands, as a right, an invitation to Gatherum. So you may report for his paper on my family and my guest.
Then the man is a fool and a blackguard. Of course, you won't notice it.
Oh, he's been refused, certainly. Wouldn't it shock you if your private arrangements were invaded in this way?
He can't invade you.
The Duke, he can, he does. This letter's an invasion. No, he won't be here. But he can and he will write about my house.
Great success, my dear. I hear it said on all sides that the coalition government is quite the proper thing and could last forever.
If only Planty would let it. All he needs to do for the time being is smile. He must smile, Marie, like Mr. Lopez over there. If only Planty had charm and manners like that.
His manners are ingratiating, Glencore. It is not in your husband's nature to be ingratiating.
No, but he might at least try to be civil to his guests. And I'm afraid something has happened this evening that's going to make him feel less civil than ever.
Oh, what?
Silverbridge. He has been expelled. Sent down, as they called it, from Oxford.
Oh, my dear.
Yes, and Planty must know it all tomorrow.
Very well. I agree. Silverbridge travels on the continent for the next year. Shame of it. The disgrace of it all. Prime Minister's son sent down from Oxford.
But not for doing anything dishonourable, merely a childish prank. There is no disgrace here, merely youth and folly.
And am I too to be made to look foolish?
Well, you will be if you take it too seriously. You must simply be seen to accept the thing with serenity.
Oh, my dear, I cannot.
You must behave towards Silverbridge before our guests with mildly disparaging good humour, signifying that although you deprecate what he's done, you do not regard it as a great sorrow.
I do regard it as a great sorrow.
Then you must not let it appear so.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Oh, dear.
Don't worry, Silverbridge, all is well.
It doesn't look well.
Well, a word or two will be said, no doubt, but you could hardly expect to get away with less. You are to travel, Silverbridge. You are to go on what they used to call the Grand Tour. But first, so that the world may see that we're not ashamed of you, you're to spend the next month here at Gatherum being very polite to all the guests.
Oh, rather boring, Mother. But all these awful politicians.
A little more gratitude, if you please. Besides, if you're to go into the House yourself one day, you'd better get used to politicians.
I still think they're awful.
And I entirely agree. So why don't you invite that very presentable friend you produced last night?
Frank Tregear?
Yes, ask Mr. Tregear to stay here and bear you company.
I'll have to go back to Oxford first. But the term ends in a week or two.
Well, then ask him to rejoin you as soon as it does.
Mother, you're being a brick.
I know the expression is intended kindly, Silverbridge, but couldn't you think of something a little more elegant?
Place 3 fingers here. Pull the bow to the extent of the arrow and release.
I think all these bows and arrows are damn silly.
I now declare the Gatherum archery ground open to all comers.
Great shot, Duchess.
Thank you, darling.
Would you like to Of course. Just her luck. Otherwise, she's doing it all very well.
Yes. And she's had the good sense to ask some people who ain't politicians. What? Like you, for one.
Well, I'm here so that I can proclaim a success around London.
Yes, you're also here because she likes a mixture, hmm?
And by Jove, she's got it. As Boffin the grocer. I suppose she's hoping that he'll give some of his greasy sovereigns from the till to the party funds.
Oh. Thank you.
And at the other end of the scale, there's Lady Rosina.
Lady Rosina?
Lady Rosina de Courcy, Planty Pal's aunt. She's as poor as a beanstalk, but grand in the old manner. Well, the Boffins and the rest are going to like rubbing shoulders with her.
Ah, but is she going to like rubbing shoulders with them?
She's only here for the forage, poor old girl. She wants to get her head into a bucket and hope nobody will talk to her.
I must say, Plantagenet, you are very considerate. It isn't every Prime Minister who would spend his time squiring his old aunt.
There's no one whose company I'd rather have.
But all your colleagues, all these statesmen you have here.
I don't see any statesmen. The politicians, perhaps.
Well, even politicians must be more important to you than aunts.
Far less amiable. Do you remember those walks we used to go on when I was a boy? It was the best part of the holidays. When you came down and took... careful, will you? Contractors must have left this bit. You don't want to get your feet wet.
Don't you worry, Plantagenet. Sprouts, cork, soles.
Sprouts, cork, soles, huh?
Mr. Sprout, the bootmaker in Silverbridge, specialises in cork-soled boots. Very reasonable charges. I can't afford fancy prices, you know. And they'll bring you high and dry through almost anything. Through any mess which contractors may make. If not through the kind which is made by politicians.
Oh, avoiding the madding crowd, Sir Orlando? You seem very thoughtful.
Yes. I've been thinking through these last months of our coalition.
Well, I'd say we got along together pretty well. Are your people contented?
More or less. For the time being. I never looked for very great things from the Duke of Omnium. I certainly haven't seen them. But all in all, it's not been too bad.
Oh, yes. And then, you know, all this kind of thing down here. It's uncommon handsomely got up, eh?
Oh, yes, indeed. And so is the Duchess. Uncommon handsomely got up. And very charming with it, too. She can smile at a man till his knees turn to water. But the trouble is, though, that none of this gets the process of government any further. We need proper plans for the future. At the moment, we don't seem to have any.
Well, I suppose the Duke will decide those when he thinks the time's right.
And you're prepared to sit in the sun and shoot off bows and arrows till he does, eh?
Why not? Most of politics is just sitting about, and it's particularly pleasant sitting about down here.
Perhaps. But something must be said about the future before very long. We Conservatives feel that it's time the Duke took us into his confidence. He must tell us what is to be done.
Perhaps, Sir Orlando, he doesn't know himself.
The Duchess has certainly worked hard to get everyone together.
So long as they like each other, the better for it. But you know, Duke, I think we're in for a bit of trouble with the Prime Minister.
Oh?
Very soon now, His Grace is going to become restless. I've noticed the signs already. He'll want to flex the muscles of his power. He'll want to achieve something.
He is achieving something. He's keeping things steady while we find some sort of solution to our trade problems. All that is going much better now the levies have been adjusted.
So now he'll say it's time to think of future achievements.
Which could be embarrassing.
Exactly. Saving your order, Duke, I'd say that the people will accept a nobleman as Prime Minister if only his role is that of caretaker. They will not want a peer of the realm, and a duke at that, when it comes to forming definite new policies. They will think he is serving his own interests or that of his fellow peers.
They will be wrong.
But that is what they will think.
Morning, Your Grace.
Oh. I've been observing you these last few days, Mr. Lopez. How adroit and tactful you are with my political guests. How is it that you've never been in Parliament yourself?
Oh, I have wanted to get there, Duchess. I regard it as the highest kind of life there is in England.
Then why have you never taken the steps?
Because I have got into another groove. I have become essentially a city man concerned with the making of money and I must not bore you with my affairs.
I'm sure they're anything but boring, Mr. Lopez. Please go on.
Well, just now I am much preoccupied in other ways as well. I'm hoping to be married.
Are you indeed?
But I have no right to say so because the lady's father has rejected me.
Well, I'll warrant the lady hasn't. Who is his father?
Have you heard of a Mr. Abel Wharton, the Chancery Barrister?
Yes, a little. They say he's made a great deal of money out of the law and that his daughter will be something of an heiress.
And if so, I shall be glad of it. But I did not begin with that in mind.
Sheer love? With plenty of money on both sides? Then why does the father object?
He dislikes foreigners.
But you are English.
With the name of Lopez.
But the lady does not mind the name.
No, I fancy not. In simple truth, there is only the father's ill will between us.
Then his daughter will be too many for him. And, Mr. Lopez, if once you were a member of Parliament, Mr. Wharton could make no conceivable objection.
Oh, amen to that, Your Grace, but seats in Parliament, They don't grow like blackberries on bushes.
Oh, pretty nearly they do.
Not in my part of the country, they don't. If there were a general election going on tomorrow, I should not even know where to go and look for a seat.
God forbid there should be a general election. But seats are to be found, even without one.
Does Your Grace allude to anything in particular?
Well, yes, I do. But I am very discreet, so I do not like to do more than allude. Mr. John Gray, the sitting member for Silverbridge, is going on a long mission to Persia after Christmas.
Mr. Gray will give up his seat?
It is thought that fairly soon now the seat for Silverbridge will be declared vacant.
And has Your Grace any reason to think that I might follow him in the borough?
No. Or if I have, that reason I must keep to myself for the moment. Well, once upon a time, Mr. Lopez, Silverbridge was the Duke of Omnium's borough, to do what he would with. Such wickedness has long since ceased, of course. But should your name come forward in this connection, it is just possible that certain people might let it be known that your election as the member for Silverbridge would not displease them. Mind you, I can guarantee nothing.
A word is enough to a wise man, Duchess. Especially from such a beautiful woman.
You had best keep your compliments until you're safely elected, Mr. Lopez. But I warn you, I don't say very well. Better wait for the worst.
Yes. What trumps?
Spade. Now, Duke. Duke, I'd be glad of a word with you. I think we shall come through this session pretty soundly.
Yes, pretty soundly.
But on the other hand, the next session may well hold trouble for us.
Oh, we have many months till then in which we may deliberate.
But we must start to deliberate now. We might then be in a position to announce at least some of our intentions.
Yes, why should we wish to do that?
Because a government that does not have a direct course of action before it cannot long enjoy the confidence of the country.
Well, Sir Orlando, I think, that things should be done because they're desirable in themselves, not because it's desirable to have things to do.
Quite so, Duke. But what things? Now is the time to decide. No ministry can endure without a policy. Now, for this session, it is understood that we should get ourselves into harness and superintend foreign trade. Nothing more is expected of us at the moment. But at the same time, we must be prepared with a definite policy for next year.
Yes, well, no doubt suggestions, will be made in good time. Now, Mr. Finn...
I hope so, Duke. I hope so indeed. Now, for myself, I'm in favor of increased armaments. 4 bigger ships, ironclads, are what we need, with larger guns and thicker iron plates.
Oh, yes, thicker iron plates.
I've been applying my mind to the subject, and I think the nation as a whole would favor a certain display of strength. Then there is the question, the many questions, of suffrage in the counties.
Yes, I'll think about what you've been saying.
Ah, thank you, Duke. Now, as the county suffrage...
Sir Orlando, matters of policy be considered in due season. Whatever decisions are reached, they'll be communicated to you at the proper time. Now, if I may ask you to excuse me from this discussion.
You look rather worn today, Plantagenet. I fear lest you find my company tiring.
I say, far from it, Aunt Rosina. Your company is my only solace just now. Castle, crammed with people. Half of them strangers to me. As much as I can do to be polite to them. In fact, no, to one at least, I'm afraid I was barely polite. The other night, I deliberately snubbed Sir Orlando Drought.
The odious man with the scarlet face. I can hardly blame you for that, Plantagenet.
He happens to be important in my government.
And looks as if he knows it.
Oh, yes. Everywhere I go, he torments me. For all I know, he's lurking near us now, ready to jump out from behind some bush, seize on me with one of his foolish and impertinent suggestions.
You are paying the price of being a great man.
I sometimes wish I were a little one.
You will never be that.
I wish they'd all go away. them, Aunt Rosina. Except you. I don't think you know what a comfort these walks of ours are to me.
How very kind of you to say so, Plantagenet. Well, so long as I have Sprout's cork soles to walk on, you may depend on me for a good 5 miles a day.
So this is how I see it, Sexty. We take up the option on £4,000 worth of those new mining shares, which are bound to appreciate in the present state of the market. Meanwhile, we anticipate our profit there and stock up on those cargoes of guano and kauri gum that I have been telling you about.
So this is the kind of thing you get up to?
And what's the matter with it?
Just this. We'd be buying those cargoes on tick. If the mining stock falls, we'll have to find the cash for that, and later on for the cargoes.
There must be some risk, Sexty.
Yes. Yes. And who's to bear it, Lopez? I think you want me in because you can't stand the rate yourself.
Do you now? Here's that bill back, by the way, the one you signed for me. I didn't need to use it after all.
And yet you still need me to help with these cargoes and the rest?
Now listen, Sexty. I shall have all the money I need for that and for anything else very soon now. So much money that I shall leave this sort of thing altogether and probably go into politics, the House of Commons.
Oh, you won't walk in there as easy as you walk in here.
But I have been shown a quick way, Sexty, but never mind that just now. The point now is that until my larger hopes are finally realized, I shall be needing your help. And I shall make it worth your while in the long run.
But what are these larger hopes, Lopez?
I love a rich man's daughter, and she loves me.
And, what does the rich man say?
He doesn't like it. But she does. And in the end, she'll get her way.
And you'll get her money.
Be sure of this, Sexty. I care just as much about getting her.
Oh, yes, I dare say. But, how much will she bring with her?
Well, as far as I can make out from roundabout questions to her brother, upward of £50,000.
If you'd oblige me with a few more details about your pa-in-law-to-be, and if you promised to see me all right, Lopez, then I think something can be arranged.
I have complied with your request, Emily. I've been at pains to make inquiries about Mr. Lopez.
And what did you find out?
Nothing conclusive.
Then you can have nothing against him.
I meant nothing conclusive to alter my first opinion of him.
Others seem to hold a good enough opinion of him. He's newly returned from a stay at Gatherum Castle with the Duke and Duchess of Omnium.
People in our sphere of life, Emily, have to be rather more particular than the Duke and Duchess of Omnium.
So, what's good enough for them's not good enough for us?
The Omniums are protected by their rank. Even Lopez dare not meddle with their household or their children. We have no such protection. If Lopez had half a chance, he'd help himself to everything I have. He's already tried to help himself to you.
Because he loves me as I love him.
I will hear no more of that, Emily. To please you, I have made inquiries about this man, and I have found nothing. His country, his race, his religion, his home, his family, his past, it is all totally blank. He is a man fallen out of the moon. For all I was able to discover, he was never born at all, but sent into the world ready-made as he is by the devil. He could be anything, Emily, and he is in any case alien. And there is an end of it forever.
But, Papa...
There is an end of it, do you hear? Now, go upstairs and tell Everett to come down. I must also have a word or two with him.
Emily says you want me, sir. She seems in rather a taking.
We are not here to discuss Emily. These bills, sir, they have been sent to me by your creditors, who appear to have been told by you that I will settle them on your behalf.
I had hoped that you would be so kind, sir.
Yes, I will be so kind, sir, rather than have half the bailiffs in London hammering on the door.
Thank you very much, Father.
There's only one way you can thank me, Everett. You must find yourself immediately some gainful or at least useful occupation.
I had thought of politics, a seat in the House.
Which would be the reverse of gainful and a very dubious use, especially nowadays. But you have a sound degree. You could study for the bar. Or if you want something less studious, you could procure a commission in the army.
In the Blues or the Tins? That might be fun.
In some regiment of the line.
Oh, less chance of promotion, sir.
There's less chance of spending money, sir. But something, Everett, you must do, and do it soon. I wish to be proud of my son. I cannot have him merely lolling about London, pouring out money like a pump.
Yes, sir.
For example, where do you dine tonight?
At the Bear Garden, sir.
A fine nest of parasites. And with whom?
With Lopez.
Worse than a parasite. An insect of prey. A leech. A bloodsucker.
Oh, hang it all, sir. He is my friend.
Yes, so he will believe you when you tell him this. From now on, if he appears in this house, or even in this street, if he dares speak or write but one word to your sister, I'll choke his greasy tongue down his foreign throat with my own bare hands.
The long and the short is, Lopez, that my father don't exactly care for you. And he's taking it out on me. You should have heard him going on at me this evening.
Tell me, Everett, if I were to become a member of the House of Commons, now would that raise me in your father's esteem?
You don't think much of politicians, Lopez. Whenever I talk of going into the House, he just brushes it aside.
But look, Everett, the world reckons it an honour to be in Parliament. Now, surely your father would take account of that in my own case.
You've got too much ground to make up with him. Far more than the two letters MP will cover.
Yes, I suppose so. No, thank you.
Anyway, how would you find a seat?
Men do find seats, and I've always liked the idea, you know that.
But there may not be an election for years yet.
Yeah, but there are occasional vacancies.
Is there any chance of one falling your way?
I think there is. Now, I can't quite tell you all the particulars because other people are concerned, but I do not think it improbable that I may be in the House in a few months.
The House don't sit in the autumn.
But a man may be elected then.
Well, this is what comes of going to stay with the Prime Minister, is it?
I can't quite answer that.
Well, I suppose I ought to congratulate you. But I can't say that it'll make any difference about Emily. My father certainly won't care for it if you sneak into the house in some underhand way which a fellow can't even be told about.
There is no mystery, only I can't tell people's names.
What's the borough?
Well, I can't tell you that just at present.
Are you sure there will be a vacancy?
Well, as sure as one can be about anything like that.
And then you'll be invited to stand? But of course, anybody can stand, whether or no.
If I come forward for this place, I shall do so on the very best interest.
It smells jolly funny to me. And so does this damn club. I'm sick of the place. Let's get some air in the park.
In the park? It's a wretched, dark place at night. And you never know whom you may meet.
You don't mean to say that you're afraid to walk around the park with me just because it's dark? I'm not afraid to go alone. Oh.
All right, old fellow. Let's go and get some air.
Look, I still don't see why you're so damn close about this seat of yours. I mean, come clean, Lopez.
Why are you so inquisitive, Everett?
Because it's all so damn fishy.
I do hope you're not, jealous of my good fortune.
No, not jealous of a man who's slinking in through a side door.
I'd go in through the main entrance, all right.
But when you got in, you'd have to do as you were told. Because you'd have to show grateful to somebody. Now, when I went into the house, I'd go in with a fixed and settled purpose of my own.
So would I.
Yours would be fixed by somebody else. It's something to do with the Duke. So I suppose you'd have to vote for him. You'd be the Duke's lackey. I reckon it's something to do with the Duchess. I suppose you'd be making yourself agreeable down at Gatherum.
Let's drop it, Everett.
It'll be a damned expense to you, and it'll altogether stand in the way of your business, whatever that is.
Everett.
And as far as Emily's concerned, my father would be dead against it. He only likes honest politicians.
And why should that exclude me?
Because you're not playing it straight, Lopez. You're doing it through grease. You're trying to grease into the house instead of fighting your way like a man.
Everett, let's forget about politics and Parliament, shall we, and get on home? I'm sick of this place. It's far too dark. Besides, you know it can be dangerous at night. Come on, let's get on.
By George, you aren't a blue funk. I can hear your teeth chattering.
I have had enough of your nasty, tipsy temper for one evening. Now, I'll go on and go to bed, and tomorrow morning perhaps you'll think better of it.
That's right. You better run away at once. Tuck yourself up safe and early to keep your cheeks nice and pink for the Duchess.
Good night, Everett.
To tell the truth, sir, Ferdinand Lopez was hurt worse than I was. Or nearly as bad.
It was uncommonly foolish to walk in the park at that time of night.
It was my doing, Father. I told him if he didn't come with me, I'd go alone. And if I had done, I'd have been done for, no question of it.
If you please, sir, Mr. Lopez to see Mr. Everett.
Show him into the parlor, please. Emily, you will come with me.
Papa, Ferdinand Lopez has saved Everett's life.
I think Everett exaggerates.
No, sir. If Lopez hadn't come and taken on those thugs, they'd have strangled me to death.
He must be told how grateful we are.
Everett will tell him.
That's not enough, Papa.
It was Everett he served. It is for Everett to thank you.
He served us all, Papa. If not for him, your only son and my only brother might be lying dead in the park at this moment.
Very well, Emily. You may stay if you wish and tell him your thanks.
Only my thanks, Papa. I know you're not indifferent to my happiness.
You may say what you wish. I see I cannot stop this now.
We have your blessing.
You have my permission. As things stand, I cannot refuse it.
Ferdinand, Papa says it's all right.
Ah, Your Grace.
Sir Orlando?
I've just been thinking. This little matter of Silverbridge.
Silverbridge? What about him?
No, not your son, Duke. The borough.
Oh, what about the borough?
Well, now that Grey's going to Persia, something will have to be done.
Yes, well, Mr. Grey will resign the seat, so there'll be a by-election.
And have you thought who's to have the seat in Grey's place?
No, that's for the electors to decide there.
Oh, I think we both know better than that, Your Grace. Silverbridge has always been at the disposal of the Dukes of Omnium.
No, it is no longer.
Not officially, of course. We all realize that. And we all value your integrity in such matters. But the fact is, Duke, that I have a nephew just down from Cambridge, a very promising young man, who would give us, the coalition, I mean, his staunch support.
Well, if he's as promising as you suggest, Sir Orlando, if indeed he is fitted for a career in the House, I'm quite sure he'll come there, by and by.
I had hoped that in all the circumstances, Your Grace, the way might be made smooth for him.
Made smooth for him?
Well, although he has a generous allowance from his father, he would, of course, be glad to avoid the expense of a contested election.
You know, uncontested elections are very rare these days, Sir Orlando.
Except in the case of boroughs that have patrons. Boroughs like Silverbridge, Duke. Now, if my nephew might be allowed to consider himself Your Grace's candidate, both he and I, Duke, would be happy and grateful men.
I think, sir, that your proposition is the most unbecoming and the most impertinent that was ever addressed to me.
Well, this lot lot out tomorrow and the next lot in the day after. It's nearly killing me, so I hope it's doing some good.
They say the Duke has been seen talking quite intimately with at least 3 of his supporters.
3 supporters and Lady Rosina. Heaven and earth, Marie, what a companion for him to choose. Still, most of them seem to be enjoying themselves. Some of them rather too much.
Oh?
Mr. Frank Tregear, for instance.
With Lady Mary?
You've noticed? I like the look of Mr. Tregear, but I really begin to think he presumes rather. Well, at 17, Mary's too young to lose her heart. Oh, Silverbridge will have to tell him to go.
You don't approve of Mr. Tregear?
Well, we don't really know much about him. Besides, we need another room for a member of the cabinet.
You think you're leaving fairly soon?
Why? Have my talents on the tennis court finally exhausted you?
Far from it, dear fellow. Luck. Pure luck. No, the fact is, my mother needs your room. For a cabinet minister.
But the Duchess asked me to stay here for as long as you were here.
Yes. Yes, but she didn't ask you to hang about my sister quite so much.
You mean my company isn't good enough for her?
Oh, good Lord, no. I mean that Mother thinks that Mary's had too much of it.
Are you sure it isn't rather more that your mother's daughter is Lady Mary and I am plain Mr. Tregear?
No, don't make it awkward, old fella. We don't want a row. Anyway, it isn't only that. Truth is, I shall be busy these next few days, packing up to go on my tour, and I won't have time to do much about you.
Very well. Tell your mother I have an unexpected family engagement, and I must leave tomorrow afternoon.
But it won't make any difference. To Italy, I mean. You'll still come and join me on my tour for a bit?
Provided your mother raises no objection.
I saw you playing chess with Mr. Lopez this evening. How did you find him?
Always, yeah. Quite intelligent to talk to. Can't think why you invited him down here a second time.
Well, he's a pleasant fellow, and I'm sure he's a rising man.
Yes, well, we'll see about that.
And see very soon, I hope. Plenty.
Yeah?
Is Mr. Grey still going on this mission to Persia?
Yes, yeah.
And he'll give up his seat at Silverbridge?
Yes, almost certainly.
Then let Mr. Lopez have it.
Mr. Lopez?
Yes, he's a clever man with new blood who could be of use to you.
Huh?
Well, you ministers keep shuffling the same old cards until they're so dirty you can hardly see the pips on them.
I'm one of the dirty old cards myself.
Nonsense. I didn't include you in the dirty old pack.
No, it's not for me to return a member at Silverbridge.
No, not openly these days, I know that, but a quiet suggestion in the right place.
Okay, Cora, I've already been approached on this, you know, by Sir Orlando Drought, with a similar request for his nephew.
You turned him down, of course?
Yes, I did.
Oh, but not too roughly. I hope the man is valuable to you.
My dear, the man's a wretch. Now, I honour the law, I hope, both in the letter and the spirit. I just made it plain to him that his request was indecent and presumptuous.
Well, perhaps it was coming from him. But coming from your wife, Planty.
No, my dear, that's for nobody. Not even for my wife will I interfere in this election at Silverbridge.
But if the candidate be worthy...
I know very little about the worth of Mr. Lopez.
I will guarantee it.
I will not interfere in this election. It's not on his behalf or on any man's. And nor will you.
As your grace commands.
Oh, my dear, I'm serious about it. I'm very serious indeed.
Well, I suppose I may speak a word or two.
In Silverbridge, not one word. We're nowhere else, for the matter of that.
You've not yet told me, Mr. Lopez, when you're to be married.
In 1 month's time, Duchess.
Oh, so soon.
But I wish to be home from our wedding tour in the autumn. I shall have important business then.
Well, I hope by then also to have some news of the election for Silverbridge.
Is there any chance that the election will be contested?
Oh, I cannot say. In the old days, when the Duke of Omnium spoke the word, the borough was merely returned to his candidate. It was worth no one's while to contest it.
And in these days?
My husband will speak no word, Mr. Lopez. For you or for anyone else, of that you may be sure. I will remember you, but then I am not the Duke. The election could be contested and cost you money, though I hope not.
Well, if need be, I must bear the cost.
What about her money? Has Mr. Wharton spoken to you?
No, but I do know the money is there.
And will you speak to him?
Not until he raises the subject. It is for him to say what he will do, not for me to ask.
But he must do something.
Well, that is what I think. But meanwhile, I am marrying for love.
Then you're marrying a very lucky young lady.
I'll tell you what it is, Lopez. I'm 200 quid out of pocket over these mining shares.
And so am I. Stop whining, Sexty. You can pay the balance when father-in-law comes across.
And when will that be? You're only 2 weeks off being wed now, Lopez, and he ain't said nothing yet. You better take it up with him.
If I start nagging him, he won't like it. He'll smell a rat, Sexty, and we shan't see a penny. I've got to say nothing and wait. Indeed, I have got to spend money to show him that I am a man of substance who can be trusted with his daughter's fortune.
And how are you going to show him that? You ain't got tuppence just now.
That's one reason why I'm here. I need your name to these, Sexty.
Oh, no, Lopez.
It was all right last time, wasn't it?
Yes, yes. But that's not
It was
saying
all right
that-
last time. It'll be all right this time. With your name on these, I can raise 2,000 at once, enough to lease a place for Emily, to impress old Abel, and to see me all right after the honeymoon, if he is still being slow.
No, Lopez. Last time was only 700 odd. This is too steep.
You stand to get a lot when he does stump up, Sexty. You must expect to sweat a bit, you know.
Let's just sell the guano. You'd have enough then.
No, I wouldn't. We'd be selling at the bottom of the market.
We'd be safe. As it is, our whole affairs turn on a rise in the price of bird droppings. Not very solid stuff, Lopez, for a man with a wife and 3 little uns.
What a coward you are. You have about as much spine as a jellyfish. We keep that guano, Sexty, and you back those bills. And if you do not, you won't get a 6-penny piece when old Abe pays me out my £50,000. Oh, come on, Sexty! And they don't fall due till October, and everything will have been settled long before then. So that's settled, then. Are you sure you won't mind the heat?
Not if it won't trouble you, Ferdinand.
I don't imagine the heat will trouble Mr. Lopez.
Nor it will, sir. Como, Siena, Florence, Orvieto, and then Rome. And in Rome, I'll hire the Villa Sfortunato for a stay of 1 month.
That's all very well, but what happens when you get back?
And I've rented a 10-room apartment in Knightsbridge overlooking the park.
Have you?
I thought we might go and inspect it tomorrow afternoon.
Sounds far too grand.
Well, perhaps it is a little more than we quite need. But I'll tell you, sir, how it has happened. A man I know wanted to let me have it for 2 years, just as it is, and offered it to me for £1,000 if I would pay the money in advance and on the moment. So I paid it.
I see. Your friend was in a hurry.
And he wanted to be off somewhere, sir.
Yes. Yes, I have no doubt.
So it's settled then?
Well, I've paid the money. So, as far as that goes, I've taken the place. But it needn't be settled, Emily. You have only to say that you don't like it, and you shall never, never be asked to set foot in it again. And if you approve of it tomorrow, and I rather think you will, it'll be our first home after our wedding tour.
Grace.
Mr. Sprout, the Duke has advised me to come to you for some of your cork-sole boots. It seems that his great-aunt, Lady Rosina de Courcy, has found them very serviceable.
Her ladyship is a most valued client and has always sworn by my cork shoes.
Yes, she declares she owes her very survival to them. And heaven knows she survived long enough.
Yes. If I may take some measurements, Your Grace.
Oh, yes, please do. I shall be needing half a dozen pairs against the coming winter.
Your Grace.
Mr. Sprout. I suppose you're very busy, Mr. Sprout, considering candidates for the by-election. I know that you and Mr. Sprudgeon always see to everything important in Silverbridge.
It is a weighty affair, Your Grace. This is the first time in very many years that Silverbridge has had to find a new member.
The Duke, of course, has no views in this matter.
So we have understood.
And neither, of course, have I. And yet, Mr. Sprout...
And yet, Your Grace?
Well, although I have no views as to the election, I have been favourably impressed by a certain Mr. Ferdinand Lopez, who may just conceivably present himself here in some weeks' time, when he returns from his wedding tour.
Mr. Lopez, Your Grace?
He is from time to time a guest at the castle, you understand.
I entirely understand, Your Grace. Cork soles just like Lady Rosina's. When did Your Grace wish for delivery?
Oh, any time that's convenient. Oh, and Mr. Sprout.
Your Grace.
Since Lady Rosina speaks so well of your work, I think I'll take a whole dozen pairs after all.
Cora?
Yes?
Why is it so hard to kill an established evil?
What evil have you failed to kill, Duke?
Well, the people in Silverbridge are still saying I want to return a candidate for them.
Oh, so that's the evil. It seems to me to be an admirable institution which for some reason you wish to murder.
I must do what I think is right. I'm sorry I don't carry you with me in this matter, Cora. But I think you'll agree on this. That when I say a thing should be done, then it should be done.
Any more suicidal thing than throwing away that borough was never done in all history. Who will thank you? How will it help you? It's like King Lear throwing off his clothes in a storm because his daughters threw him out.
Again, Cora. I have chosen that I shall know nothing about this election in Silverbridge, because I think that that is right.
Yes, Uncle Lear.
And I've also chosen that you should know nothing about it. And yet, they're saying in Silverbridge that you are canvassing for Mr. Lopez.
Who says so?
I don't think it matters who said it, so long as it's untrue. I trust that it is untrue.
Of course, I haven't been canvassing for Mr. Lopez. But I did just happen to mention to Mr. Sprout, the Cork Sole man, that I rather approve of Mr. Lopez in a general social way.
And Mr. Sprout is a very prominent citizen in Silverbridge. Now, I particularly asked you not to speak on this matter to anyone at all.
But I only said that I
What
thought...
business had you to say anything?
Well, I suppose I may have my sympathies as well as another. Really, you're becoming so autocratic, I shall have to go in for women's rights.
Cora. Cora, don't separate yourself from me. Don't disjoin yourself from me in all these troubles.
What am I to do when you consistently scold me? What right had you to say anything? No woman likes that sort of thing. And I don't know of any who like it less than Glencora, Duchess of Omnium.
You know how anxious I am to share everything with you in politics. But at the last, there must be one voice. And that must be the ruling voice.
And that is to be yours, of course.
In matters such as this, it must be.
But don't you see, that is why I like to do a little business of my own behind your back. It's human nature, and you have got to put up with it. I wish you had a better wife. But as you haven't, you had better make the best of your bargain and not expect too much of it.
I will accept it, certainly. But not without trying to amend it. Now, I will not have it said that the castle is trying to influence the borough. And from this time on, I command your utter obedience in this.